Welcome back, beautiful Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me here. Let's go to your bonus reading. Messages, please, for Sag. What are we talking about? Spirit, what is the overall energy for Sagittarius? Overall energy, using your intuition. Work. Could be traveling and working here, Sag. Taking a leap of faith. You could be going for a trip here. Oh, Jesus. What the hell's going on here? Well, there is some ending here, okay? Jesus, Sagittarius, you may get some kind of notification about a relative or a family member passing. I'm sorry, Sagittarius. You could be working, you could be on the road, you could be traveling, or you might be getting a notification or some news comes through about a family member passing. Whoa. Sagittarius, somebody could be making arrangements here. Sagittarius, that's only going to be for a few of you Sages. Some of you could be on the road or traveling, and you could get some, or this person is, they could have gone by ambulance to the hospital. Saggy, I'm sorry, but for some of you, a family member is passing here. My deepest condolences for anybody experiencing this. Others of you Sagittarius, it's like this person could have been at work traveling and betraying you. That's why things ended. For your own protection. There's some kind of karma here. Attached to this other lover. They are manipulating someone here. This is divine intervention taking place. So if you have ended a relationship, Sagittarius, it's for your higher good. Someone was lying and they were manipulating. Others of you it's someone you've been in a distance from, geographically, or some of you It is a family member who is passing away. Someone who maybe you haven't seen for a long time. You haven't gotten together for a long time. This person worked really hard. This person, my God, they could have died en route to the hospital. Others of you, Sagittarius, it's their relationship ending. This person been lying, cheating, saying they were working and they were off traveling with someone else, seeing a third party. Otherwise, yeah, hiding things from you. Oh my goodness. If it's someone who has passed away, they're like, we should have spent more time together. There could be some kind of reunion here. Communication, see? Friendly communication. I don't know, it could be a friend of yours, Sag, who's passing away. It could be a distant relative who you haven't spent a lot of time with, a lot of closeness with. You weren't very close to this person. Then it's making the rest of the family think, why are we spending so much time apart? How come we can't just talk or communicate? Why do we have to be so distant? No communication over something really stupid. You're like this angel. Shit. Oh. Someone wants to make something up to you. Or they're wishing that they could have made something up to you. This is family. This is family dynamics here. It's almost like regretting. These are regrets that we weren't closer. These are regrets that we spent too much time apart over silly arguments, or it's like family stagnation, like nobody making a move, nobody communicating. This is some kind of dysfunction in somebody's family. Like there's a distance between family members. Like nobody's talking, nobody is communicating. And it's like the death of a loved one shows people like, why aren't we talking? I mean, what are you going to wait till somebody's dead to have a conversation with them? Or like, it's the only time we get together for like deaths and the funerals and weddings? Or this is a really distant family. And somebody is passing away, and there is regrets there. Why didn't we communicate? Why didn't we spend more time together? How about a friendly conversation or a phone call or a message? It's like you could have been outcasted from your family, Sag. Like you could have been the one on the outs, or everybody's on the outs. I don't just think it's you who's been on the outs. I think they're all like that. I think they're all grown apart, like a family growing apart. Everybody's got their walls up. Everybody's got their walls up here. I'm not sure why. But Sagittarius, it's like you're coming off as very loving, very nurturing. These people have got their walls up against you. And I'm not sure why. It's like, I don't even know if they know why. What it's looking like is family dynamics. It's looking like one person in your family has caused everybody to be distant from one another. It's like the whole family only gets together for like weddings and funerals, but in between there's very little communication, if any at all. It's like it's a family, but not really a family. It's like everybody's walls are up, everybody's guards are up. It's like you may have been pushed out of the family, but what's weird is they've pushed each other out of each other's energies. If you don't want to see this distance, I really don't know what you can do about it, Sagittarius, because it shows you being very loving. It shows you being like very compassionate. It shows you very nurturing and loving. I don't know why they got their walls up against you. I don't know why. Except for some kind of dysfunctional situation. It is a form of dysfunction in some way or another where I'm not sure why, Sag. But what it's doing is like causing people to like realize how valuable your time is on this earth and how you spend it on this earth. It's like you spend all these years not getting along or your back being up toward each other, and before you know it, it's like people start passing away and problems haven't been resolved and issues haven't been resolved. And it's like, I don't know why there's so much distance. Not sure why. Why is there so much distance? Why is there so much distance? Why is there so much distance? Accusations, gossip, lies being told. It's like all behind the back. Backbiting. Oh my good God. There's somebody definitely been talking behind your back. It's almost like they're wishing that they could have been you. Like wishing like they were more like you. This is a form of envy. Like these are family members here. It's like superiority. It's like, I don't know, maybe this is like, I want to be careful what I say here because I don't want to talk out of turn, but it's almost like it's a competition. Like, this is to do with family. Like, maybe you were very creative. Maybe you were very loving. Maybe you were very nurturing. Maybe you and someone got it. It's like a level of competition between the ranks. I, you're a threat, Sag. Somehow, it's like instead of being viewed as this loving person or this caring person or this nurturing person, it's like people wishing that they were more like you, but because they can't admit that or because they can't acknowledge that about you, they kind of resent you. I don't know. There's something going on with the dynamics. Because, like, you're really nurturing here. And it's almost like this has broke your heart. Like, it's almost like nobody trusts you, or that somebody has poisoned the mind of everyone else against you. And they get that thing in their head, and instead of coming to you directly, they just listen to all this hearsay because it makes them all feel good to know that nobody trusts you, or that nobody can recognize you. It's so that they get the attention. It's weird. So you've been silent with these people. I don't know what the hell this is. It's negative. Someone has put negative thoughts into other people's minds, whether this is your family or whether this is your relationship. It's kind of having the same effect. Because up here we were talking about your family, and down here we could be talking about your relationship, or vice versa, but it's the same kind of energy. So it's like, because probably of who you are, this is who you are. High Priestess Empress energy. So because you're in that energy, it's like people love to hate the Empress because they can't be the Empress. And it's influenced into your family life as well as your relationships. A lot of resentment. It's about power and control. It's because you're blessed, Sag. It's because you're strong. It's because of who you are. It's not because of anything you said or didn't say, did or didn't do. It's because of who you are. So it's almost as if you've been judged. You have been character assassinated with no just cause. These are people holding a grudge, by you, because you're you. Don't apologize for being you, and you don't need to apologize. You know what I mean? To anyone who, unless you owe an apology, of course. But you don't owe them an apology for being who you are. It's like they want you to apologize for you being who you are, but unapologetically, no. not for being authentic. You're being authentic here. I don't know why. It's almost like you're getting picked on. Everybody has ulterior motives as to why they do what they do, but I think that Sagittarius, you know, you're coming off very loving. You're coming off why there's this distance here. It is because of some kind of family dynamic, or it is because there's some sort of secret competitiveness. I really don't understand it. Instead of people just loving and loving who you are, it's like their back is up towards you all the time. It's like, but it's not just to you, but primarily to you. Like, it could be stems from childhood. Like, you're blessed, Sag. And I think that people sense it. I think people in your own family sensed it. Intentionally or unintentionally trying to, like, make you take a back seat. Like your whole life. I don't know. I think I'll sit in the back seat, well, for the next 80 years. I think that as long as you didn't shine, they could feel better about themselves. But once you started to shine and people knew you had something special about you, it became a threat. Sagittarius, don't apologize for being who you are. And don't apologize for being authentic. And you don't need to apologize for being born. You were born this way. It's nothing that you did wrong. It's nothing, like, everybody makes mistakes and things like this nature, Sagittarius, but nothing that can't be forgiven. But it's like this unforgiveness here. Unforgiving, like holding a grudge. So if you made a mistake when you were 5, they will be holding that against you for the next 80 years. Or you made a mistake when you were young, or you know, other people did too, but you're being picked on. But it's because of who you are. It's because you possess this light within you. Take care, Sag.